Tony, your sporting days are over now. Great footballer, played for Ireland, played in France, played in the Premier League. Do you miss football?
Not really. I played till I was 38, so I'd had a long career. So when you get to that stage, I wanted a new challenge and something different. Media, obviously, is big for me. I enjoy playing poker, as many people know.
You're a very keen poker player, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm 20 years now.
Wow.
20 years been playing.
Okay.
It's a roller coaster, like most things in life. Enjoy it though, and when it's good, it's fantastic. It's an adrenaline buzz. You know, that void in your life that you sometimes lose with football.
When you look down and you've got the nuts, it's an amazing feeling, isn't it? And you know you've got your player.
And the amazing feeling is getting paid off.
Getting paid off for a big hand. Absolutely. Talking about football, what was the training like back in your days? Was it really hard and vigorous?
It changed. I'd say early 90s, it evolved and became a lot more, obviously the influences of many foreign managers coming in. I went abroad in 94 to Marseille, changed me dramatically. I basically played probably half a stone lighter than I ever did in England. Made a massive difference to me.
Sure.
A lot of people didn't believe how good an athlete I was at that stage of my career, nor did I.
Just shows how good nutrition and training can really be.
Absolutely. You know, sports science is massive in the game now, and I think it will just grow, because if you're not at the peak of your fitness, managers won't play you.
Absolutely.
They won't.
Yeah. And looking ahead to the Premier League this year, you've got Man City, who I think are favourites at the moment, and Chelsea are second favourites. Who would your money be on to win the Premier League? It's
really tough. I mean, I thought Man City last year were a very good side. Their weaknesses were obvious. The fallback areas, and defensively, they gave too many goals away. Pepper's already, he's going for what he needs. So I think they will be a hell of... What they've got going forward is so dangerous. You know, De Bruyne's, Silva's, Aguero's. They've got so many players, young lads to come into the team as well. I think they will certainly, if Pep's buys prove to be as good as they are for their previous clubs, they'll be the ones to beat.
Top Premier League goal scorer, is Harry Kane a certainty if he stays fit?
Well, Harry's done amazingly well. 2 years on the spin, of being up there, missed a lot of games as well for injury. So, you know, his achievements are pretty astonishing. I think if Tottenham go well, he's got a chance of being top goal scorer.
Right.
So it all depends. You've got to have your team playing well. You know, Lukaku done fantastic with Everton. If he had that big move, if that does come about to Man United, and United are a far more offensive team, you could easily look at Lukaku and go, he may get 25, 30 goals for United. So it's going to be normal service. Aguero's a magnificent striker.
He is, isn't he? Very powerful.
I just think, how many games will he play? There'll be times when he'll be left out, and that is the one thing. It's a bit of a downside towards Aguero, not because he's not a great player. I just think he might not play as much as the others.
Okay. And talking about punting in general, can you give the punters at home a few tips about just improving their punting styles in general? Anything you've picked up on over the years, because you've got great experience?
Yeah, I think obviously discipline is massive, like in anything you do in life. I've always found it strange that we all get very brave when we're losing.
Sure.
So we all get aggressive, and we want to chase, and we want to try and get back what we lost, and we'll bet far bigger. And I would say, downsize your bets. If you're losing, downsize.
Okay.
If you're winning, up.
So when you're losing, scale them down.
Well, what you're trying to do, normally punters, when they're winning, they bet smaller. They want to take home a bit of profit, you know, pay for things. I've had a free night, all the old thing. So, but when they're winning, they win small.
Right.
And when they lose, they chase. So now they're going to win. They're going to lose big.
Absolutely.
So you want to flip the coin. You want to go. Now I'll bet big when I'm winning, and I'll downsize my bets and bet smaller when I'm losing. So you're trying to flip it. So you're going. When I win, I'll win big. And when I lose small.
Okay.
And I think a lot of punters do the reverse.
Right.
I think you have to try and get that mindset and just be so disciplined, and don't bet for betting's sake. Just have a punt when you really feel you think you're a good judge. And another good tip: write every bet you've done. Write it down. Log it all. And it'll tell you how good you are. Over the course of a year, it will tell you whether you're a successful punter or a bad punter. And if you're getting it wrong too often, you're obviously doing something wrong. So I would always say log. I log my poker losses and wins.
Okay, even your poker losses?
Yes, I do, because it tells me whether I'm a good player over time or a bad player. The ups and downs, a roller coaster over a year.
And one of the things people are always talking about on Twitter is the V word, value.
Yes.
How do you define value yourself, Tony? What is value in betting?
It's the maths. If the maths are right.
Right.
And you price something in your head. And you go, I see that as a 3-to-1 shot. And someone says it's fives. Bet.
Right.
Now, I got a friend, Gareth Davis, who I work with at Talk Sport. He does all the boxing. I texted him before the Jeff Horn Manny Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
I saw the price at 5-1 of Jeff Horn. I thought it was the wrong price. I thought Manny would win.
Right.
But I saw Manny as a 2-1, 5-2 shot.
Right.
So the price told me it was wrong. So the maths has to play a
so
big part.
even though you thought Manny would win, you
Yes.
still backed Jeff because you thought the maths was wrong.
Yes, exactly. The value, the price
Right.
of the bet, and you know, you
I
love
hope
your.
you're getting that at home.
Well, if you're a horse racing man,
Yeah.
and you see a horse and you go,
Yeah.
it's 10-1, and you think it's a 5-1 shot, you would punt on it
have
because
to, don't you?
it's the value is there for you
Right.
to go and have a punt.
Okay.
And I think that's a big lesson for you as well.
Yeah.
Try and always, the odds compilers don't get much wrong, as you know.
Yeah.
They very rarely get any bets wrong.
Yeah.
But when you see something you think is wrong,
Right.
you must punt on that and be a little bit braver.
Yep. Well, some great betting advice here from Tony Cascarino. I know him; he's a very shrewd punter. Slightly underrated in many a quarter, but I hope some of you can really
By
apply. By many, Tony, by many. I hope you can all kind of apply the advice that he's giving you, and if you do, there'll be a better punter.
I hope so. Yeah, it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Hey, it takes time as well.
It does.
But do your prep work.
Right.
Do it.
Advice from the big man. Over and out. Good stuff.